Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. My name is Steph. This is my channel and I'm your yoga teacher for today. Now, today's class is going to be a fascia release class. So we're going to take care of that connective tissue in our bodies. Now, fascia is that second layer of skin that doesn't just lie underneath your skin. There's multiple facets of fascia. Fascia that surrounds your muscle groups, keeps everything in place. Fascia that surrounds your organs. So we find fascia, that connective tissue, all over the body. And it's such an incredible, subtle part of our body because it is very intelligent. It holds a lot of memory and it also sends signals through the body. So with that holding of that memory comes all of the injuries we've experienced, all of the movement the body creates, or maybe all of that posture. If some of you have maybe a job where they sit for long periods of time, then that fascia does become brittle and tight over time. It's a completely normal sensation. We all get it. And that's really what this class is about. It's about ironing out that connective tissue to feel more sense of freedom in movement in everyday life. Because often I would say, tightness that we experience or restriction in movement we experience when we maybe lift an arm and we stretch, we try to reach something, doesn't come from the muscle directly. It a lot of times comes from the fascia, the connective tissue surrounding your muscle groups and keeping everything together. Okay. Now, if you come onto my channel, I have a lot of yoga flow classes on there, some slower ones, some a little bit more powerful ones. And this class today is going to be a really relaxed one. I do these classes on my membership as well. So if you'd like to practice more with me like this as well, you can have a look on my website, flowmotion.info. But let's get started together. So what you're going to need today is going to be a tennis ball. I'm going to use a tennis ball just because I like the pressure of them. They're easy to find. If you have fascia balls, absolutely bring them along. You're only going to need one. We're going to work from side to side in the body so you can really feel and get to know your body and the difference in two sides. We're going to take little longer held stretches in between, such as Yin Yoga postures, such as twists or hip opening postures as well. So we can also target the rest of the body. Now, today's focus is going to be from the neck all the way down to the lower back. Most of it is lying down, but we are going to get started seated. So you could pop yourself up on a block and you could also bring a block or two to your practice if you have them handy. Otherwise, you'll be fine as well. Okay. So come and get ready and come to a comfortable seated position. Maybe that's cross-legged. Maybe you can sit in any other way that feels comfortable for you today. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your exhale, let it go. Take a moment to become aware of your upper body. How is the head feeling, the neck feeling, the shoulders, the mid-back, the lower back? And once you've become aware of your physical body, see if you can bring your awareness to your breath, just following the natural rhythm of your breath in and out of your body. Knowing that the breath will be a really important tool in this class to allow the body to relax when any sensations become a little bit more on the intenser side. We're going to take simple pranayama to begin our practice with an inhale of 4 and an exhale of 6. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in again. On your exhale, let it go. We're going to inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4 and continue. After your next exhale, let go of those numbers and allow your breath to stay anchored slowly in your belly. And you're going to draw the chin down to the chest, let the head hang heavy. On your next breath in, you're going to roll the left ear to the left shoulder. You're going to pause here. And then you're going to bind your right arm slightly behind you. Palm can face away. Let the right shoulder relax down. And then you're going to take your hand flat onto the side of the neck. So just below your ear, you're going to start to slowly brush down. This helps already taking away a little bit of that tension in the side of the neck, and we can work on the lymphatic flow here, or lymphatic drainage. Just gently brushing down. Good, and then you're going to slowly release that left hand down. Again, you're just going to start to nod the head back and forth. And then you're going to come back with the ear to the shoulder. Release your right hand from behind you and roll the chin back down to the chest. Take a moment here. Inhale, roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Pause here. And then you're going to bind your left arm behind you to increase the stretch. Then you're going to take your right hand and you're just going to start to brush down again from the bottom of your earlobe down. Keep breathing. Good. And then you're going to slowly release that right hand on your thigh again. Start to nod the head back and forth. And then you're going to come back with the ear to the shoulder. Release your left arm, hand on the thigh, and roll your chin down to the chest again. You can take a couple of half circles or full circles here. And then you're going to lift your head all the way back through center. You could flutter open your eyes. And then you're going to take your fingertips and find your skull bone at the end of your skull bone. Right here at the end, you're going to find a little dip, which is an acupressure point called the gallbladder 20. So where you find those little dents here, right below your skull bone, that's where you're going to press your fingers in gently. And you're just going to massage in a circular motion. Breathing slowly. Now this acupressure point to massage every now and then can release a big amount of neck pain, But also, if you're struggling with chronic headaches, this is a good one to massage as well, the gallbladder 20. And see if you can circle the other way. One more breath. And then slowly place the hands back down onto your thighs. I'm going to mobilize the spine a little bit here. So take an inhale, lift the chest forward. You can open the throat. And on your exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Little seated cat-and-cows. Keep moving. You could stay with those back and forth movements, or maybe you take a few circles here so you can move a little bit more through the pelvis area as well. It's just finding anything here that feels nice so you can iron out a little bit more from the shoulders down to the lower back. One more breath. And then coming all the way back through center. Good. So now you can take the block to the side and you're going to make your way all the way down onto your back. Have your ball with you here. Block nearby so you can reach it when you need it. And you're just going to hug the knees into the chest for a moment. You can have your hands on the knees and then take a circular massage with the knees in one direction. And then in the other direction. Good. And you're going to place your feet all the way down. You could have your feet down or legs out long. Hands interlace in front of the chest. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, reach those arms up. Feel those shoulder blades lifting off the mat. And then you're going to flip your palms away, reach behind you with those arms. You can lengthen those legs out long and take a nice long stretch here. Maybe you flex your feet, you curl your toes, arch your spine off the mat. And then you can draw those arms all the way down again. Good. Now take your ball and place it right where your trapeze muscle is. So in that space between your neck or your spine here and the shoulder blades. So you want to have that upper part of your neck here. Try and never place the ball on the fleshy bit, on the bone. Always be on the fleshy bit. So up here in this neck area, we often find a lot of tension just from poor posture. So we're going to iron that out a little bit. Have your left arm down next to your side body. On your next breath in, you're going to reach the left arm up to the sky. You're going to feel that ball massaging in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, reach it up. And if you'd like a little more, you can try reach that arm further behind you. It becomes a little bit more spicy. Exhale, lower down. Let's take 2 more like that. Just going slowly and allowing your breath to guide you through those movements. Beautiful. And then we're going to change that movement up slightly. Bring the arm straight up to the sky. Take an inhale now, open the arm out to the side. And on your exhale, reach it up again. Inhale, bring it out to the side. Exhale, reach it up. Last one. And now if you've noticed any of those movements creating the perfect amount of pressure for you, you can come back to that positioning of the arm and just pause here for 3 big breaths. Maybe you release the breath here through the mouth. And then you're going to slowly lower that left arm down again. Take the ball out from underneath and just place it to the side. Just take a moment to soften. And then we're going to take a little stretch so we can get a little bit deeper underneath that left shoulder blade. So bring your left arm out to the side and start to bend your right knee in. Start to slowly roll onto your left hand side and roll all the way onto your belly. And then you can have the right knee out to the side for a little half frog. You could place your head on a block or maybe just the hand underneath your head. And here we're going to open that space right underneath that left shoulder blade. We find other parts of our trapeze muscle. One more breath here. And then you're going to ground into that right hand, lift the chest away and slide that left arm out to the side for a T shape. Now to really get also into the front of the body slightly, we're going to roll over onto that arm. And maybe you stack your feet on top of one another or you step that right foot behind you. Now you get a stretch right in your chest area, right in that shoulder joint. And if you wish, you could bind that right arm behind you as well to open up through that right shoulder too. Make sure your palm of that left hand is facing down. Couple more breaths. And then you're going to slowly roll onto your belly again. Press the right hand in so you can now sweep that left arm underneath again. And then you're going to roll all the way onto your back. Good. Now we're going to move to the other side here. So see if you can take the ball again right where your neck goes into your shoulder, where that top part of your trapeze muscle is. And then lay the back body down. Just notice which side holds a little bit more of that tension than the other. Just become aware of your body. It's a good way to get to know your body. And then we're going to move through that right arm this time. So you're going to inhale, reach that arm up towards the sky. And then you exhale, you're going to lower it down. Now you could stay with that range of movement, or you're going to reach the arm next time a little bit further behind you. See if you can take a couple more here as well. Last one. Amazing. Then we're going to change that positioning or that movement up, reach the arm up to the sky. Inhale, open the arm out to the side, T shape. And on your exhale, bring it up again. Move slowly so you can find that range of movement that suits your body. The arm doesn't have to touch the ground. Couple more here as well. Beautiful. And then you're going to come back to a space where you really found the most enjoyable bit of pressure, what means the most enjoyable, the one that you feel like that can really iron out the best for you. So for me, it's that slight reach back, and you're going to pause there for 3 breaths. Maybe releasing the breath through the mouth again if that feels better. Almost taking a detoxifying breath. And then you're going to slowly lower that arm all the way down again. Take the ball now out from underneath. Just place it to the side. Right leg is down, left foot is bent in. See if you can bring your right arm out to the side. And then you're going to roll onto your right side and come all the way onto your belly. Left knee can come out to the side for this half frog. You get a little bit of hip opening in as well. And then you could have your head on a block to release a little bit of the pressure, or you just have the hand underneath the side of the head. A few breaths here. One more breath. And then you're going to ground into the left hand so you can lift your chest, and you're going to reach that right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Now from here, see if you can roll onto your side body. Maybe you just stack your feet, head is down, maybe you use a block. Or you're going to step the left foot behind you to come a little bit deeper into the shoulder stretch for this open wing. If you like, you can reach the left arm behind you and find that little bit of a draw open through the left shoulder and chest area as well. One more breath. And then you're going to release your left hand down again. Slowly roll onto your tummy. And you're going to lift the chest up again, slide the right arm underneath so you can then roll all the way back onto your backside. Good. So now we're going to move a little bit further down. You're going to find your waistline in your body. So right below your rib cage. Try not place the ball on any bones, not on the spine, not on the rib cage. So you're going to find your waistline below your rib cage. And you're going to keep your feet bent. This time, lift the left side off. And you're going to place the ball on the left side right next to your spine. This is where you're going to find a cord-like muscle structure called the erector spinae, which runs alongside your spine on both sides. And if you practice quite a bit of yoga, you take active cobra poses, back bends, then you're working those muscles quite a bit so they can hold quite a bit of tension here. So then you can place the ball underneath. If it's in any way too much pressure, you could place your bottom up on a block, but then you might not, depending on the height of your block, feel the ball at all anymore. So just see how you go and lower the body down. Ooh. Take a moment here to just arrive with the sensation. Try to relax. And then you're going to place your hands onto your hip bones and you're going to take a few pelvic rocks back and forth. On your inhale, you're going to lift your lower back off the mat. And on your exhale, you're going to hug your lower back down so you can massage a little further. This can be tiny movements. Inhale, lift the lower back off. Find that anterior tilt. And exhale, rock it down, posterior tilt. And keep moving back and forth. Keep your breath flowing. And since this whole class is very much about somatic movement, to see really what feels good for your body, you could stay with those little rocks back and forth today. If that's enough for you, then stay with those rocks back and forth. If you'd like a little bit more, then you're going to pause. You're going to keep the right foot down. We're going to work with the same side the ball is under, so with the left leg. And you're going to bring the left knee above the hip into a little tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, step it down. Couple more here. And you might notice the further you draw your knee in, the more intensity you can get. So if you'd like a little bit more intensity, you could stay with those leg lifts and lowers, or you're going to hold the leg up, and maybe you can even hold the leg or draw the leg in a little further with your hands. Deep breaths here. I know this is quite spicy, but we can really release a lot of back pain here that we might get when we take long hours of sitting. One more breath. And then you're going to slowly, slowly release that left foot down again. Good. Now take the ball out from underneath and just take a moment to relax. You might already feel quite a difference from one side to the other. Before we move to the other side, we're going to create a little bit of a side stretch to target our connective tissue in the side body. So you're going to lengthen your legs out long, keep the hips glued in center. You're going to walk your legs over to the right corner of your mat. And then you're going to shuffle your upper body also to the right corner of your mat. So you can create Bananasana in your body, this banana shape. If it feels good for your arms, you can reach your arms up and maybe softly let the left hand land in the right. Take a deep breath in through your nose here. And on your exhale, let it go. Allow your body to soften into the side stretch, into your Bananasana. Yin Yoga and those longer held stretches and postures are so good for our connective tissue in the body as well. As we're spending a little bit of extra time in those postures or stretches, we can really lubricate these sheets of fascia again. So right now we're targeting all the way from the rib cage down to the obliques. And if you want to get a little bit more into the outer hip, you're going to cross your left ankle over the right. Just allow everything to soften here. Allow your body to relax. And be here for about another minute. If you like, you could shuffle a little bit further into your banana and ripen the shape a little bit more. I'm going to be here for a few more breaths. One last breath here. And then you're going to slowly release those arms down, uncross your ankles, and just shuffle the body back into alignment. Take a moment to hug the knees into the chest before you move to the other side. Maybe you bring the forehead to the knees, find a little bit of rounding here. And then you're going to slowly lower those feet all the way back down again. We're going to move to the other side. So you're going to lift off your right side. We're going to find that part of the waistline again, below your rib cage, and find that cord-like muscle, the erector spinae, on the right side of your spine. Lowering down onto the ball. Just relax here for a moment. Allow the pressure to come in. Then you're going to take your hands to your hip bones again, so you can feel that little rocking motion of the pelvis. Inhale, lift the lower back slightly off the mat. Release a bit of pressure here. And exhale, slowly hug the lower back a little further down. It can be tiny movements. Breath by breath, rocking back and forth. And then again, you could stay with those rocking motions. You might already feel that that spice slowly starts to release a little bit as you're softening, not just through the tissue, but also through the muscle underneath the tissue. Or if you'd like a little more, you're going to come to stillness, hands down next to the side body. We're going to move now just through the right leg. Inhale, lift it up over the hip space. Exhale, step the foot down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, down. Couple more here. Lovely. Then you could move with the leg and you continue this way if you like. Or if you'd love that pressure and you feel like you want a little bit more, then you're going to bring the right knee a little closer. And maybe you can even hug it a little closer to the chest with your hands. Breathe. One more big breath here. And then you're going to slowly place the right foot down again. Lift the right side away. Take the ball out from underneath. Just take a moment to relax. And then you're going to lengthen those legs out long again, coming to Bananasana on the other side, walking those legs over to the left and shuffling the upper body over to the left. Maybe you want to reach those arms behind you and hold on to the right wrist with your left hand. Find a comfortable position with your head and neck, and then you can arrive with a big releasing breath. If you'd like a little bit more through the outer hip, then you can cross your right ankle over the left. Try keep both glutes grounded here. I'm going to soften here again for about a minute. And with Yin Yoga, we can not just target our connective tissue and those muscles, joints, ligaments, tendons. We can also stimulate the energy flow through our meridians. So here we're targeting the gallbladder meridians running all down the outer edges of the body. And the gallbladder is this wonderful organ in Chinese medicine that helps us stay motivated, helps us in decision making. After a little while, if you would ripen your banana a little bit more, you can shuffle a little bit further into the shape, or you're just going to stay exactly where you are and enjoy. Be here for a few more breaths. One more breath here. And then you can slowly release those arms down again, uncross your ankles, and shuffle the body back through center. Once you come through center, hug the knees into the chest again. You're going to take one hand on each knee and you're going to open those knees away from one another and circle them back together. Take about 3 or 4 circles in one direction to iron out through the hip space and lower back. This is where we're going to go next. And then circle in the other direction as well. Beautiful. And then you're going to step those feet all the way down again. Take your ball again, and you're going to lift the left side away. Now we're going to come from the waistline a little bit lower towards the lower back. So rather than placing your ball right in the center where your sacrum bone is, you're going to go a little bit more to the outer edge here where you find a lot more fleshy bit. And almost the gluteus medius area, that's usually an area that becomes quite tight just through everyday movement, walking up the stairs, sitting down, standing up. And then you're going to slowly lower down again on that ball. Relax. Take a big breath. Now your feet are flat on the mat. See if you can press your feet in to free the hips a little. The more you lift your hips up off the ball, the less pressure. The more you keep your hips down, the more pressure. So just see what feels good again. And then you're just going to shimmy your hips side to side as if you're wagging your tail and you're a happy doggo. Breathe. Now we've got a little bit more room here to play with. So if you want to bring the ball a little bit higher, then you can shuffle the ball a little bit higher. Again, this is all about somatic movement to see where your body really needs the self-massage. Beautiful. Keep breathing here. Keep exploring that lower back area. And then if you would like to today, you could stay with those little hip shuffles side to side. Or you could get a little bit more in depth into the especially outer side of the hip space. It's quite a spicy area to get into. So take the ball and place it towards the outer edge here, right where I would say roughly the gluteus medius is. And then you're going to lift your left knee above your hip space and you're going to open the left knee out to the side. Can just be a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the knee up again. Inhale, open it out to the side. Exhale, bring it up again. Couple more. Then you could stay here again and work with those leg movements, or you're going to cross your left ankle now over your right thigh for a figure 4. Flex your left foot so you can activate now through the leg and through those muscles. And then you're going to start to press into the right foot and tilt your body over to the left. Getting into that outer space of the hip, breathe. And again, here you could tilt slightly back and forth again. One more breath here. And then coming all the way back through center, lower the hips down, step the left foot slowly off, and then you can take the ball out from underneath. Whoo, that was a spicy one. So now you're gonna lengthen that right leg down. You're gonna hug your left knee into the chest. We're gonna take a little twist. Left arm out to the side. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, draw the left knee across. Maybe you even take the gaze over your left shoulder. So this will help you stretch through the glute and also the glutes. And then also get that nice, rotation through the spine. Try and twist just as much as your left shoulder stays grounded rather than over twisting, being mindful that the upper body is connected to the earth. One more breath. And on your next breath in, come back through center. And then you're gonna step the left foot down and you're gonna open the left knee out to the side for reclined tree pose. You could take a block and wedge it underneath the left thigh. We're just gonna work on opening a little bit through the groin here. You could place your hands on your belly, or some people like to reach their arms behind to find a little bit more length through the front body. Just find what makes you feel most relaxed, most grounded. We're gonna pause here for about another 4 breaths, allowing that left inner thigh adductor muscle to relax. Slowly, slowly start to draw those arms down again. And then you can help with your left hand to the outer thigh and draw the leg back together like closing a page of a book. Step the right foot in now. We're going to take the ball now to the right hand side. Find that lower back area again. Try not to go on the sacrum bone. Try go a little bit more towards the outer edge. Lowering the hip space down again. Take a moment to just observe both sides again. Which side is the one that needs this whole session a little bit more? Then you're going to press your feet into the mat again to free your hip space. And you're going to wiggle your hips side to side again to massage. Again, there's a little bit of room to explore, so you can move the ball in slightly different areas. Again, same as on the first side. Slow, fluid breaths here. And then again, you could stay with those little hip wiggles, or you're going to find an area that you really want to iron out, and you're going to lower your hips down again. Then you're going to slowly bring the right knee above your hip. Take a deep breath in, open the right knee out to the side. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, open it out to the side. I know, I can feel it as well. But the release you're going to feel after this session is going to be incredible. I feel like we often don't treat ourselves enough, especially if you're somebody that practices yoga or any other fitness exercises on a daily basis or multiple times a week. It's so important to then not just treat the connective tissue, but also the muscle underneath. And the connective tissue is often that space in the body that holds the most tension, so the muscle can't expand and can't release. So then the only way to get into that is with those longer held stretches or with that self-massage. Now you could stay with those leg movements, or you're gonna cross your right ankle over the left thigh. The ball can come towards the outer edge of the hip again. Flex your right foot. Then you're gonna press into the left foot to lift your hip, and you're gonna tilt the right knee down to the right. Ooh, breathe. And then you can rock a little back and forth again. The more you tilt down to the right, the more you can get into, I call it the place of doom because it's quite spicy here. One more breath. And then you're gonna come back through center. Step the right foot down, relax. And then you can lift the right side off and take the ball out from underneath. Whew. Now lengthen your left leg out long, hug the right knee in. Right arm comes out to the side, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're gonna draw the right leg across, find the little gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe here. One more breath. Then you're going to come all the way back through center. Slowly step the right foot onto the mat and then let the right knee come open for your reclined tree. Feel free, use a block underneath the thigh to get extra support if you need. You can find that positioning with your arms again, maybe hands on your body, maybe you bring the arms behind you or out to the side. Just see what makes you feel comfortable and grounded. Try to relax that right adductor muscle. Just take a few breaths here to soften. One more breath. Then you're going to take the right hand to the outer right thigh and draw your leg together like a book. Now lengthen both legs out long. Reach your arms behind you. Maybe you can interlace your hands and arch the spine of the mat, and you can find that lovely ankle movement again. Stretching the body nice and long, opening the whole front side of the body. And then when you're ready, allow those arms to come either side of the body. Feet can drop open. I'm going to take a little tense and release exercise here before we move into a little mini Shavasana. So here you can start to squeeze the whole body, make a sour face, squeeze your fists, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your feet, everything engaged. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more time. And then allow everything to soften. Your breath can return back to a natural rhythm. Slowly start to draw your mind back to your body, back to your breath. Take a wiggle through your fingers and your toes, maybe a circle through those wrists and ankles. Then allow this movement to grow into any shape or form you feel drawn to here in your little awakening process. When you feel ready, you're going to roll over to one side. And then we're going to make our way into a seated position to finish our practice all together. Once you come to seated, place one hand on top of the other at the heart space. See if you can take a little bow down with your forehead. Let's take a moment of gratitude here for our bodies, and especially those little subtle parts of our bodies, such as the connective tissue and all of the work they do without us having to think about it. And you're going to place your hands together at your heart center. Thank you all so much for joining. Namaste.